Let's go. Jack is on the line in Chicago. Jack, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thanks so much for taking my call.
Sure. How can I help today?
Well, I'm calling you for a couple reasons. I've been following your material for some time now just because I found out about you, Dave Ramsey, and the job that I've been working at is really a job that I just got because, well, long story short, I got laid off a month before my wedding a year and a half ago, and I needed to get a job, so here I am.
Yeah, well, congratulations. At least you have some character, and you said, I got to go get paid, and so you got paid, so congratulations. So
Thanks,
where do you want to go? I think you got some ideas.
Yeah, so my ideas are, I've got some traits that lead me to, I guess I would say, want to be, and this may sound silly, but somewhat of a public figure. I'm pretty passionate about certain issues. You might say political issues. I'm passionate about a lot of my beliefs and convictions, and I also follow pretty closely other political figures who are active doing this. And my biggest fear is, how do you get started on something that these days has become so controversial, and there's not really a clear path. I mean, there's not, that I have found, a clear path from going to, hey, I'm an office worker at XYZ company, to I am this person who's now a spokesperson for family values, you know?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. If I don't stop you, you're just going to talk yourself right out of the dream there. I mean, you just told everybody what the dream is, and then you immediately begin to talk yourself out of it. Well, Ken, I got this dream, but it's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard a person say in my life, and it's me. Like, wait a second, time out. I understand what you're saying when you say there's no clear path from where you are now, just regular working Joe. Let's call you that. That's not what I think you are, but let's just, for this example, that's what you're saying. I used to be in politics. I was working for the governor of Virginia at 22, so I know a little something about what I'm about to tell you. And while there is no do X, Y, Z, and then we get the result we want in politics, there is a path, and I do think it's clearer than you think. So let's just be really clear about what that is. Okay? So in 2019, you don't have to have the bona fides that I think you had to have 30, 40 years ago in politics. You really don't. I think the political landscape has changed. This is not a political show, so I'm not going to go into why that's the case, but I'm just going to tell you things have changed. So let's look at the Ken Coleman clear path for anybody, and let's see how it matches up to you. So the first thing we know is we got to get qualified. That's stage one, climbing up your mountain. Stage one, get qualified. Stage one is get clear. Stage two is get qualified. Stage three, connected, right? And then we get started. And then we get promoted, and that's how you move up. So doesn't that sound like that might be a path that would work in politics as well? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
I can see that.
So here's the good news. You're clear. If I could wave my Ken Coleman Show pencil and give you something tomorrow, risk-free, guaranteed success, you're clear on what that is. Go ahead and say it so everybody can hear it, and you can hear yourself say it. Say it.
Totally. I would take that leap, and I would decide to go into politics.
Right. You would say it. Come on. You're not saying it, man. Come on. Say it. What would you be tomorrow if I could give it to you? Say it right now.
Man, I would be a spokesperson for pro-life, Second Amendment, and I would be making a difference in my generation.
Okay. So you would be a press secretary for an elected official. Yes?
You know, I feel like the people that are involved more in social media are having a bigger impact on
all right. So
people's opinions are.
Okay, so here's the deal, Jack. Great lesson for you and the rest of the audience. When you can't clearly state what you want to do, somebody else is going to fill your mouth for you. So I was doing my best just to get you to commit. So I'm going to give you one more chance to say it. I want you to say it like there's no risk. There's no jumping. I could give it to you tomorrow. What would you be? Say it right now. No more excuses. No more mealy mouth. Tell me what you want to do now. Say it.
I would be the number one voice and influencer for truth in politics and in my generation.
Okay, so you would be a public figure in politics, and it would be in a conservative space. That's the answer. All right, now.
That's the answer.
All right, so we're clear. You just didn't want to say it. But now, how do we get qualified? Now, this is a little bit different animal. So stage two is get qualified. How do we get qualified? Well, for you, it's building the actual platform. So that means you're going to have to think of the 3 major ways to communicate in our world. They are the written word, okay? They are the audio word and the video word, right? I'm just making this up. But those are the platforms, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You're tracking with me, right? So you're either...
I'm tracking with you.
You're doing audio content, written content, video content. You need to be doing all 3.
Right.
And when you develop a following, and that is a substantive following where it's people are following you, they like what you're saying, why you're saying it, how you say it, then now you're beginning to become qualified. And so you are only qualified in the space that you want to be in when you have people actually following you and consuming your content. So the only way to do it is for you to actually start building your content and sharing your work. And your homework assignment is this. You need to answer these questions. Okay? What is my message? What's the main thing? Am I for individual liberty? Is it for Second Amendment rights? Is it pro-life? Whatever it is. You said you're in the conservative space. You're going to try to do it all? You can't do it all. What are your 2, 3 things? And then you need to begin to write and speak and do videos, and you need to start a podcast eventually. You need to have a YouTube channel. You're going to have to write stuff, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You got to start putting out words. Now, that's the good news, is that that's all possible and you can start today. The bad news is no one's going to pay you for that right now.
Right.
So we go back to your day job. If you don't like your day job, go get another day job that you really enjoy and can pay you enough to give you some margin. But you're doing all this other stuff on the side. Early mornings, nights, weekends, and you're using the proximity principle to get in the spaces where these people are hanging out. Okay? That's how this works.
Right.
So go, go, go.